Hello, Chameleon Academy. It is time for day 9 of the 12 days of Chameleon gift giving. And we are in the final stretch here. It's been quite an adventure getting all these videos and podcasts out. And yep, I better get in uniform here. Let's see. Once again, it is this wonderful Christmas tree cap knit by my wife, Yvette, and I love it very much. Well, you're going to be wondering what the gift is. The gift, my selection for day 9 of the 12 days of Chameleon gift giving, is a fogger. Now, we've been starting to talk about husbandry. Last time we talked about better lighting, and now I'd like to bring up the concept of a fogger. Fogging is a relatively new husbandry aspect that's being introduced to the general chameleon community. Obviously, it's been around for decades, but as far as a mainstream, it's just been recently, so a number of people haven't tried it. Most people are still doing the misting during the day. Not that anybody has to change their husbandry if it's working right now, but you can still try a fogger, add it to your hydration strategy, and see how it works. Now, I will say, fogging equipment for the reptile industry is in its infancy. We've got a lot of cheap imports from China, and so it's very difficult for me to say, hey, here's a premium brand, go for the best. So what I will do is I will put in a link for a unit that I like, and really all you have to do is try fogging at night from, say, between 1 a.m. and 6 a.m. That's generally when a fog bank can roll in and the chameleon can breathe in that humid air. And by breathing in the humid air, it combats losing moisture through breathing. And this can help the hydration of your chameleon. Now, I know a lot of you are doing this for the first time, and so the two things to look for when you're shopping for a fogger are, 1, the basin size. The smaller the basin, the more often you're going to have to fill it up. Now, if you use having to fill it up as the time that you're going to clean it, then a smaller basin may be appropriate. 2, how do you fill it up? Most foggers, you have to take the basin up off of the transducer, turn it over, fill it up, and then put it back on. It is much more convenient to have a top filling fogger, and that means that you can just pour the water in through the top. Now, the one that I'm going to link to here is a top fill. And that is very important for me because it makes it a whole lot more convenient. I will do my cleaning whenever I do my cleaning, and I fill it when I have to fill it. So not having to take off the entire top and all the tubing is really big for me. Now, I have to say that I have yet to see a fogger created that has an effective timer. It's always the cyclic timer, so it's every couple of hours and you set that. But there is no fogger that has a timer that allows you to start it at 1 a.m. and have it done by 6 a.m. And so you'll need an appliance timer as well. That allows you the freedom to set whatever you want. So you get your fogger, you're going to have to set it up by your cage in a way that it's up by the top so the tubing can very easily reach the cage top. And you can just put the end of the tubes on the top of the screen top, and the fog will just go through the screen cage. I have my fog go over the area that is heavily planted, because that's where the chameleon's going to go to get their sleep. Now, you will find an interesting dynamic is that if you fog in the same place every night, your chameleon will eventually find it. Now, I don't know how they do this. They're supposed to be asleep, and when you start the fogger after they're asleep and end it before they wake up, how do they figure out where it is to sleep in the fog? I don't know, but I know they do it. So obviously they like it. So have the fog go over the plants and around the area where there's sticks that your chameleon could sleep on. But maybe I should say, only do this fogging if you have lower humidity than what the care sheet is asking for. Generally speaking, we want the humidity to go to close to 100% at night. If you're living in an area where it already does that, then don't worry about today. You don't need any more humidity. But remember, just because it's high humidity outside doesn't mean it's high humidity inside if you have heating or air conditioning going on. So if you don't yet use fogging, here's a chance to just try it out. You don't have to change anything else you do. Just try it and see how your chameleon responds. And so, my pick for day 9 of the 12 Days of Chameleon gift giving is a fogger. And so, happy fogging. It's time for me to sign off and start looking into day 10. That's coming up next. Take care of each other. I'll see you soon.